These are some of the reasons why the patent took 4 years to investigate for a prior art, and the reasons why the patent was allotted. Number 1, Zebra enables best practice. Number 2, it manages projects dynamically by managing the triangle of constraints, enables parts of a project like phases to be completed on budget, enables similarly the phases or tasks to be completed on time. It is completely and totally interactive, and it manages performance of individual levels. When a new project is initialized, the entire setup looks for a repository or an inventory of best practices register. If it exists, then it shows successful projects meeting the criteria of the project to be implemented and allows you to select which is the closest template available to the project being implemented presently. Once this template is selected, the algorithms of Zebra updates the project register automatically. It apportions funds and creates schedules for each phase. Thereafter, it displays the suitable and available staff, suitable as per the best practice, who are experienced, qualified to execute the staff, not only to execute the phase, but they should be underutilized and available. All this information is completely and totally customizable. In case there is no repository or a register of the best practices, then Zebra uses its patented algorithms to help develop such a repository. From the financial information available to Zebra, fee dependent schedules, meaning the number of hours generated to complete a particular task or a phase, are all dependent upon the amount of funds which has been allocated to that specific phase. Zebra does this automatically from the best practice repository. Zebra's algorithms generate schedules for each phase, and thereafterwards these algorithms generate schedules for each individual assigned to that phase. All this comply to the best practice but are basically adapted to individuals selected by the project leader or by the leadership to implement the project. During the life cycle of each phase of a project, Zebra interacts weekly with each individual assigned to the phase. It interacts with the project leaders, interacts collectively with the leadership, and also interacts with the finance department, letting them know which phases would be completed to enable them to go ahead and execute the billing. This weekly monitoring of individuals and project leaders, telling them what was assigned to them, understanding from them what is done, finding out what is balance, encourages individuals to finish their work or to be aware that they are lagging behind. And over the last 7 years, 150 people at RDG have completed their work on time. Zebra generates any number of reports based upon the upper functions and the output, but first it would generate an exhaustive report on the state of each phase of each project, both in terms of completion and in terms of work remaining for each phase of every project. Thereafterwards, a staff report is generated showing each staff member and the different phases of different projects that he is assigned to, and thereafter the progress on each phase for each different project that he is assigned to. The utilization report is one of the prime reasons for the patent. It takes the entire company and takes into consideration what are their administrative, productive and other responsibilities, and algorithms generate the utilization. For example, a senior partner would have a utilization maybe of 20 to 25%, but a developer could have a utilization of 93%. taking the utilization and the salaries of the individuals and the company's financial algorithms generate the time available in hours for productivity for each individual in the company. Thereafter, it takes the working days in a company and calculates the hours available per day, takes all the assignments and finds out how many hours have been allotted to the individual and compares one with the other, and on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, monthly basis, forecastable for 6 months, it generates the utilization balanced, underutilized or overutilized. A video on this would explain this better. On the performance metrics, it is the work assigned to each individual, what he or she has reported as to the progress every week, and the comparison of the two week after week after week. The overall work is calculated for the month. Every week, the report that comes in from the individual is aggregated, and towards the end of the month, it enables the individual to ensure that he finishes or she finishes the work assigned to them on time and on schedule. So for financials are concerned, it deals with the financials implicitly based upon the company's historic details, based upon the progress of each particular phase, and informs the finance department when billing is due. Also, it makes projections based upon the work assigned, what are the revenues available for the entire year or maybe for 3 years as a forecast. This enables to make sure that the planning, marketing takes place only on the basis of this financial forecast. The mathematical accuracy is 100%.